So you want to get on body game this, body game that. Hit the gym, get the top 1% physique. Attract as many women as possible. Have sex with as many women as possible and you'll be fulfilled. Guys, this is complete BS. Body game is bullshit. If you actually want to live a fulfilled life, if you actually want to feel fulfilled inside yourself. I'm somebody in my early 20s where I focused solely on body game. I actually used to believe in body game. I had to objectively look at my past and all the women I've been with and all of these victories during the time, right? None of these women exist in my life today. And objectively looking back, none of them added any type of value because I was focused on body game. I was focused on the external. Having sex with a lot of women, practicing body game, and having a view of the world from an external lens is going to destroy your potential as a man. It's going to waste hundreds, thousands of hours of your life. It's going to waste your potential. Body game will attract low quality women, low hanging fruit. Women that have literally been around dozens, if not hundreds of guys around your city, around your neighborhood. And you're exchanging your energy, even if you're having sex, right? Because let's be honest, guys, like, we don't just have sex and that's the only exchange. Even in my past, even people that I was just hooking up with, there was still an exchange of energy, whether it be texting, FaceTime, or just even hanging out with the person after or before. You guys have to understand that this low frequency energy is going to bleed into your life. You're better off attracting a woman. Doesn't have to be your girlfriend, doesn't have to be someone that you're very serious with, but you have to make sure that her character and her energy actually matches where you want to go in life. Does she actually add value beyond her body? Let me ask you something. Do you find value within yourself past your body? That's something I had to ask myself, because when you first start hitting the gym and you get, a good physique, like my physique is not the craziest physique on the internet. There's a lot of guys that are, have way more muscle and whatever, right? But you get the point. Do you actually have value past your looks? And this is something I had to be very real with myself, because I got to a point last year where I started to get sick of having that feeling of being objectified, of being called the handsome guy, of being a ladies' man. Because long term, these are empty victories. These are empty victories, and it's not going to lead to anything. I'm not telling you guys to go gay and not talk to women. I'm just saying you need to talk to women of substance, of value, that actually add value to your life. And when you practice body game and it teaches you to look from a lens externally. And this is something that I've really been focusing on, is not looking at people through an external lens. Because at the end of the day, our bodies are simply just a vessel, right? Hit the gym, still have the best physique possible, but don't look at yourself from a complete external view. A woman with maybe, let's say her body's like a 6, but her internal is an 8. And let's say the other woman's external is an 8, but her internal is a 6. You would be better suited off with the woman who has an internal of 8. Because one, the external could, if she puts in the work, go to a 7, go to an 8, potentially higher. And you know that internal is always going to be there. And this is something that I completely ignored. In my early 20s. And I feel like the whole body game community is teaching men to look from an external view. And I'm just telling you guys, somebody who's gone through this and somebody who has actually experienced this for years, that these empty victories will eventually have you feeling like nothing inside. And there will be a giant hole where you have all this validation and you think that it means something, but and maybe when you're 20, 21 years old, 19, like that means something to you, but long term, like you're gonna get sick and tired of that shit. And you're actually going to want somebody. It doesn't have to be somebody that you're in a committed relationship with, but even if you guys are just with women, you need to make sure that they are actually high quality women. And Body Game is going to teach you to be looking from an external view and viewing women solely on what they look like. And this is going to ruin your life and your potential. So, don't focus just on Body Game. Focus on your body, focus on your mind, focus on your morals, and every single aspect of your being. And you will attract much higher quality women. This is John with the Only. I'm sending blessings always.